Celebrating the magic of high school sports, Allen Media Group proudly presents the 2025 WIAA Football Championships, live from Cape Randall in Madison, Wisconsin. This WIAA sports exclusive is brought to you statewide by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, reminding you to look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge to know you're getting the best quality and supporting local dairy farms. Universities of Wisconsin, 13 universities, unlimited opportunity. Rural Mutual Insurance Company, premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA and the Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years.
On a beautiful Friday for championship football, we welcome you back to Camp Randall. This building's still buzzing after an epic D3 championship game moments ago. We've got a couple of former D3 winners here, West Pere and Notre Dame. Both teams undefeated this season, ready to square off here at Barry Alvarez Field. Hi, everybody. Nick Tabbert down at the south end zone. We'll have the halftime show for you in a little bit, but we're going to get you ready for this Division II championship. We're going to send you right upstairs to the gentleman calling this game alongside Bill Brophy. Here is Bob Brainerd.
Thanks, Nick. Forgive me in advance, Bill, but if you hear me say repetitively, Patrick Bryson back to pass and Kingston Allen on the carry, there's a reason for it, because these two young men that you're going to see on the big stage today, they have absolutely shattered the Wisconsin football record books.
I'll be surprised if I don't hear you mention their two names a lot today. But they're the reason they got here. They're the stars of this tournament. West Pere is the passing team that got here. Bryson completed about 70% of his passes. He's going to South Dakota next year. He's thrown 47 touchdown passes. And, well, he's spectacular. Got all-state wide receiver and oh, by the way, all-state lineman in Sanders. But Grayson's the star of this team. Meanwhile, Notre Dame does it on the ground. Kingston Allen has rushed for over 3,000 yards a season after Christian Collins ran for 3,000 yards for the Tritons. Allen had his totals despite playing one less game than everybody else. Flanagan makes the holes for him. He's an all-state lineman. This should be a great game. I can hardly wait.
Mano a mano. Two teams with unbeaten records going at it for the Division II championship. Time now for a local break. It's your WIA local affiliate. From Madison, Wisconsin, this should be a good one. Might be a shootout. We shall see. A battle of unbeatens for the Division II title. Chris Kreisen against Mike Rader, both from the Fox River Classic Conference, North and South. Our keys to the game brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Bill, pretty simple for both teams, right?
Yeah, you came up with those, but they're very clever. But we told you about Grayson. He likes to throw the ball. The other guys like to run the ball. Whoever has the ball last may win the game about 2.5 hours from now.
You would think with these two weapons, these two kids that have been chowing up the yards, no matter who they played, Notre Dame on the ground, Phantoms through the air, no one's been able to stop them. So if one of these defenses can stop, slow down, contain, whatever you want to say, that might be the turning point in who wins this football game.
Yeah, there are a bunch of buddies on each of these teams. Their schools are located 6 miles apart. They came 3 hours south to play. This is a much anticipated game.
Notre Dame won the toss. They deferred. So Michael Witzak will tee it up, deep to receive. Judea Niskern, he's dangerous, and so is Kane Strong. We're underway from Camp Randall. And on the ground, fielded at the 16, this is Strong. And Strong tripped up at the 31-yard line. Down to the sidelines we go, checking in with Keegan, who's down there.
Yeah, you guys, this is the Green Bay Showdown everyone has been waiting for. Two undefeated heavyweights representing the same conference. And after all, the players on these two sidelines know each other very well. Many playing youth football together, still 7-on-7. After all, you mentioned it, separated by 6 total miles. Now, West Pere behind the most prolific quarterback Wisconsin may have ever seen. The senior Patrick Bryson, as we heard, setting almost every record across the state. 47 TDs, headed to South Dakota next year. He's the first quarterback ever to post back-to-back 40-score, 3,500 seasons. As we see the Tritons taking it away here. But on the other side, they're on a mission of their own, now pursuing back-to-back perfect. They'll be leaning on Kingston Allen. He's been on a tear now. 1,500 yards, 25 total touchdowns over this postseason run. You saw him meet at center field. A lot of tension. We have a good one down here, guys.
Yeah, there was some chatting at midfield before this. And, of course, right on cue, of course, the Phantoms with 2 running plays. Ryan Lutz got loose on that first run and gets another carry here, 24 yards on that big run. As you look at the weapons that Patrick Bryson has at his disposal.
Well, yeah, a lot of teams, Lutz would be the star. He's an oh-by-the-way runner with 1,800 yards for the Phantoms, who do come out and run the ball for the first 2 plays.
And the first pass by Bryson is caught for a first down.
Bryson's pass complete to Darian Acevedo-Ortiz.
Darian Acevedo-Ortiz went low to scoop it off the carpeting, but enough to move the chains.
And that's what Bryson does. At the quick release, very accurate, 70% of his passes are completed.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line of Notre Dame. Bryson in the pocket, steps up, launches, and incomplete. Through the hands of his receiver, and then almost on the backside. Getting a paw on it as well, but nothing doing.
That's Judea Niskern, his favorite receiver, and he just overshot him. Niskern's an all-state receiver.
Yeah, he is a good one with terrific hands, runs great routes, 17 touchdowns caught on the year. That's 3rd in the state. Bryson. Again, buying time in the pocket, now scrambling, and Patrick goes down short of the 30-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 7.
Bryson doesn't run a lot. In fact, his foot speed is one of the reasons his father, a former NFL quarterback, says that the big-time schools didn't recruit Bryson. He's quite happy about going to South Dakota, though.
Yeah, 6'2", 200. 3rd down for the Phantoms. Bryson flushed, buys time, finds his man. It's Strong. Did he get in? No, just shy inside the 1. Strong was strong in his effort to try and get it in for 6.
Bryson likes to spread the ball around. He finds Strong here with a lot of room to roam. And he comes up just short, but a good-looking drive for West Pere out of the chute.
Yeah, Strong is strong, but he's got the speed, and you saw that there when he comes out of the backfield. They find ways to get him the football because he can do things like that. 30 yards on the pickup, 1st and goal, Phantoms, and on the ground they go. It's an easy walk-in touchdown. Ryan Lutz barrels in, and right down the field goes West Pere.
27th touchdown of the year for Lutz. That one was pretty easy. Again, real impressive drive with the opening kickoff.
And how about starting the drive with the 2 Lutz runs, giving Notre Dame something to think about defensively. We're not just a pass-happy team. We'll also gouge you on the ground. Maverick Lohr for the point after. Kick is good. 7-0. Phantoms on the board first, but more to come. Now a word from our network stations. This is your WIAA network affiliates. The State Football Championships brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Rural Mutual Insurance. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. By the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. Support Wisconsin dairy farmers. Eat Wisconsin cheese. Drink Wisconsin milk. Just look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge. And by the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity. 7-0, just like that. Mike Rader, the Tritons head coach, was asked earlier this week about this offense that he's going up against, and he says nobody's seen an offense like this. They are balanced and very prolific in how they execute. We saw that on the opening drive, Bill.
Oh, he said they're the best offense in the state. He says, I mean, they beat the defending Division I state champs, Bayport. He says they played similar styles of offense, but not the same results.
And the kick fielded at the 9-yard line. This is Cooper Aitken, who goes into the pile, brought down at the 29-yard line. Now, Notre Dame's offense. And Mike Raider has a weapon of his own at his disposal, the junior running back, Kingston Allen.
Raider played in this field, blocked for Ron Dane, among others. And again, he plays, they all talk a lot of Saturdays here about the identity of this team. Well, the identity of Notre Dame is run the football. You see what Allen's done. Those are best numbers in the state. Pierce is the quarterback, a manager of the game. Flanagan, like his brother, an all-state offensive lineman.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Here is Kingston Allen, and there is a hole for Kingston Allen. And he is a tough guy to bring down, as you can see. Into Phantom's territory, knocked out of bounds at the 48.
Again, Allen's run for over 3,200 yards, scored 55 touchdowns. Their All-State Player of the Year honors with Greisen, and there you can see, got a little wiggle, and he gets the outside. He shows you he's tough to bring down.
Yeah, I thought it was great that the Player of the Year was each one of these guys. I mean, you couldn't just give it to one and not the other. They're the co-players of the year in the large schools, and rightfully so. First and 10 at the 48. Allen again. Wrapped up on the backside this time. Got about 2, maybe 3.
Allen averages 10 yards a carry. There's what he's done this year. What bullet points, all the caps. I mean, they're very impressive. The guy he succeeded was pretty impressive too. In this game last year, Christian Collins ran for 408 yards and 5 touchdowns. He went for over 3,000 yards, but Allen's almost topped that Collins number during the season.
Great tackle here on Allen. Making the play, Gerard Rakasi in there in a hurry.
Yeah, enough of this talk about offense, he said. Nice play. He shoots in there and gets Allen before he gets started.
So no gain on the play. You look at some of the Phantoms on defense who are tasked with trying to slow down, disrupt this offense and the burst of number 7. Third down and 8. Jack Whitehouse is the fullback in the backfield, trying to block for Allen, and Pierce gonna throw. At least tried to. He dumps it off to Allen. Kingston shaking tackles. See where they mark it. It's right at the 38-yard line, which is where he needed to be.
Nice play by Pierce, though, to get rid of the ball and get it to Allen. Looks like to be in the grass. And then Allen does his thing, and he does pick up the first down.
Bill mentioned Christian Collins, who was here a year ago, who ran for over 400 yards in the D3 title game last season. And Kingston Allen watched. He was on kick return a year ago, and he said, I want to be that guy next year. Direct snap to him here. They do this out of the Wildcat, and Phantom snuffed it out. All over it. Couple of them. Braylon Stiegel was in there, along with Mason Werner.
And they knew what was coming there, and nice play to stack this up. Braylon Stiegel goes both ways. Physical player. He's a good receiver as well, but there he showed he could play some defense.
And when Kingston Allen said he wanted to be that guy that Collins was a year ago, they said, okay, here's what you have to do. Off-season training, put on some weight. He did everything the coaches asked of him. They go to Whitehouse there on a quick give. Go to the fullback for a carry to grind out some yardage. To the 34, gonna make it third down and about 6.
Whitehouse, a two-way player as well. Physical back, though. He's the up back. His big job on offense is the block for Allen, but he gets his first carry of the day.
Yeah, Mike Raider calls him a glorified offensive lineman, and you can see why. 6 feet, 240 in that backfield.
He met Stiegel's head on. Braylon Stiegel, the leading tackler on this club.
3rd and 6 now for the Tritons. Allen shotgun. Right side. Allen got the first down.
Got in the second level there and almost went all the way. Touchdown saving play. I believe Nolan Sell.
Yeah, Sell was there for the wrap-up, but
if he doesn't bring him down, I think Allen's going to the house.
Exactly. He just needs a seam. He's got speed. He's got strength. He's a track kid, too, is Allen. He's a broad jumper. He'll leap over bodies that are trying to tackle him. Fresh set of downs at the 24. Pierce under center. Allen again. Navigating, still on his feet. Always hard running, always finishes runs.
Jason Shavinsky brought him down. You're wondering, Allen's just a junior, 6'1", 190. Wisconsin has offered him, so have 4 other schools at least.
Iowa, Northwestern, Minnesota, Iowa State, Eastern Michigan, North Dakota, probably more.
You got a longer list than me, but a lot of schools want this guy.
2nd and 4 in the red zone are the Tritons trying to answer the Phantoms' opening drive for a score. Allen again. Blockers in front. Allen springing through the blocks. Inside the 10, it'll be 1st and goal. Green Bay, Notre Dame.
Well, Allen showing he's the real deal. Gets a big block here by Samuel Schmidt, 76, leading the way. And Allen, as Bob said, just needs that little bit of a hole. And now he's inside the 10. His first drive for the Tritons featuring a lot of Kingston Allen.
That's Richie Flanagan, by the way.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, I don't want to get him upset.
No, you don't. Brother's watching. He's at Notre Dame. Dad played at Notre Dame. Richie will also play at Notre Dame. All-State Lineman of the Year is Flanagan. And Kingston Allen getting loose, going to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown. Number 56 of the year.
Well, impressive drive. You've heard about Kingston Allen. You got to see what he can do in that first drive. And he gets a nice block here by Whitehouse.
That's why he's in the backfield, though, right?
Yeah, he's alone. And certainly Allen appreciates him, and he beats the defender to the end zone. If this extra point is good, we got a tie game.
Michael Witzak has made more extra points than anyone in the state, 81, and now make it 82. When your team scores a lot, you get to kick a lot of PATs. 10 plays, 71 yards, 5 minutes off the clocks, and we are tied. Back and forth this pinball affair goes. Now a word from our network stations to WIAA network affiliates. 7 apiece. Just underway here in this Division II matchup. Be sure to download the WIAA Sports Live app to your TV or mobile device. The app is free, delivers the WIAA championships for 10 sports throughout the school year. Free to download and watch the games. It's the WIAA Sports Live app, sponsored by the Universities of Wisconsin.
You heard about the Stars? You've seen the Stars. Grayson went 2 out of 3 on a 69-yard drive to give West Pere the lead. Allen answered. He picked up 58 of the 71 yards on the game-tying drive for the Tritons. He also picked up 8 yards receiving. Both guys are pretty good, and they showed you already. Here's the real deal.
Brody Beaning covers it up on the ground ball, hit by Witzak. So Phantom's turn.
Let's see what Grayson and company can do.
Chris Grayson, the head coach in his 6th season, he had similar accolades for when he was asked, how do you stop this Triton offense in Kingston Allen? You don't. You can't. Nobody has. But you go out there and try to disguise things and do what you can to disrupt and slow things down. Here's his son launching downfield, complete, 45-yard line. Judea Niskern, the All-State receiver.
They picked up a lot this year, and they come out of the chute in the first play of the second drive. There's what the All-State quarterback has done. Again, 400 yards a couple times.
They go so fast, they don't let us go through, but the point being, Bryson Patrick has had some monster games. And it hasn't been always against pushover teams. He has had some crazy numbers against good quality football teams.
His dad talks about his football IQ, how accurate his passing is.
That one tipped. I think Flanagan got a piece of that one. Or Massey.
Yeah, Massey, I think, got his paw on it.
Joey Massey was in the passing lane along with Jack Warden. They got the big paws in the air.
That's a way to stop Bryson.
That's one way.
Joey Massey goes both ways. He's a big boy, 6'2", 225.
That was Warden. Massey went up, but Warden hit him in his right paw. So 3rd down and 7 for Grayson and the Phantoms. Looking right over the middle. Got his man. First down and more. Look out. Niskern diving to the pylon. Did he get in?
Grayson's pass complete. Judea Niskern.
Did he get in?
I don't think we've seen a signal that he scored. They're conferring. They're conferring.
They're still conferring. Gonna mark him inside the 1. Niskern went airborne to try to clear the pylon. Look at this route and look at the speed of number 8.
I was gonna say, he showed you he can really run. He goes into a different gear there. Heads for the pylon, and they rule that he's short. So 4th and goal, about a half yard away, and a timeout called by West Pere.
Timeout, West Pere. Your first, the half.
I wonder if Chris Grayson called this timeout to
give him a chance to review the play.
They might. There is review here in the state championships. Another look. I mean, this is why he's an all-state kid. You've got a lethal passer and a lethal guy who can do so much when he runs his routes and then turns on the jets.
Yeah, he breaks the tackle by Marsek, and then he shows his speed. Just a slant pass over the middle. Breaks the tackle from Marsek at the 22, and then he dives for the pylon. And are we reviewing this during the timeout?
Word that there's a review and nobody going underneath the hood. So Jason Dahl from Heartland is the Whitecap, the lead official. So 49 yards on the hook up there. Grayson to his buddy Judea Niskern.
Niskern's going to go to Sioux Falls next year. Apparently no review.
1st and goal at the 1.
So after the timeout, 1st and goal.
Grayson under center. On the give. Plow job. Marking him shy. Ryan Lutz can't get in on the first try.
Ryan Lutz, the ball carrier.
Green Bay, Notre Dame getting stout at that line.
Lutz is their money back. He scored the first time from a yard out. This time faces some pushback from Marzek, among others.
Looks like he lands on the pile and then comes down with the ball on the line, but no review here. So 2nd down and goal. Again, bunched in tight. Try Lutz again. And this time on the 2nd effort, he's in. Touchdown.
From 1 yard out, touchdown, West Pere.
So Niskern does all the dirty work with that route over the middle, got him close, and then 2 tries, they succeed, and West Pere back in front.
So 2 for 2 on drives. Some tough yards there for Lutz. But he gets his 2nd of the day, his 28th touchdown of the year.
Maverick Lohr, 4th in the state in PATs made. Makes this one.
It's good. 3-12
And as expected, the build-up. This game is going to be a back-and-forth affair. So far, it is. 14-7, West Pere.
West Pere averages 47 points a game. They pass for coming in 3,700 yards. They rush for 2,079. They're the only team in this field that has more passing attempts than rushing attempts. They're passed 374 times, rushed 303, and used UI. They got a pretty good quarterback and wide receiver, and they scored on both of their first 2 possessions.
And Patrick Grayson, 1st in the state in passing touchdowns, in passing yards, in completions and attempts, and he's 1st in the state in career touchdowns. He hit 100 this year, Bill. Before this game, 100. Nobody has hit triple digits until Patrick Grayson did that in this his senior season.
And he's thrown for 102 yards in the first 9 minutes of this game.
Syack, Aitken, deep. This is Aitken at the 12. Cooper swallowed up at the 24. Now Kingston Allen, who had enough of a breather, comes back out there to show off his talents in this Triton backfield.
And he hardly disappointed on that first drive. Rushed for 58 yards, caught another pass for 8.
We talked about him putting in the work in the offseason. He went from 165 to 190, and it's a chiseled 190.
Notre Dame averages 38 points a game.
There's Allen tackling the backfield for a loss. Braylon Stiegel, Johnny on the spot.
Again, he's their top tackler. And he read that play very well. Brought Allen down to the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Came in, you saw it, untouched. He was sneaking in like he was going to blitz from the corner, and then he just continued. Took a pause, jumped in, man on a mission. Allen got back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain, second down and 10. Pitch it to him. Allen on the edge. And scoots around on the outside. We saw Cooper Aitken just running a little interference on the edge there so Allen could get a few more yards.
Trying to get Allen as many touches as they can. They'd love to get him to the edge. And
17 yards in the pickup there. You saw Aitken on the edge there. He's their main receiver, but it's all about him in the blocking scheme. He knows if seven's behind him, his job is to spring against that secondary. As Allen gets the carry here, tripped up, gain of 1, maybe 2.
Coach Bryson says about Allen, number one, he's super talented. I mean, just God-given talent. The other thing is his offensive line. He coached with Mike Rader, and he says Mike and I coached together. He knows line play. Just a tremendous coach. And so they scheme to get Allen the room he gets to run.
2nd and 8. Pierce rolling, firing, man open. It's Aitken. It's broken up. Ethan Collier was there. He wasn't biting on the fact that they might run Allen again. Aitken got loose for a moment.
Pierce doesn't throw it a lot. He's completed 64% of his passes. He don't throw the ball 70-some times. So that is not his strength, but they try to mix it up in a good defensive play. So it sets up a 3rd and long.
Good job by Collier to get back there and break it up. Otherwise, it could have been a big gainer. 3rd and 8, Pierce. Throwing again, fires, catch is made for the first down at the 49-yard line, right at the sticks. He goes to Aitken again. This time they convert.
Cooper Aitken's the main guy. 1 yards receiving. He's caught 3 touchdowns, and he picks up a first down by high-pointing this ball. And they are in West of Pere territory again.
And Cooper's a big target at 6'3".
Yes, he is. Favorite target of Max Pierce.
There's Mike Rader. As Bill said, he played on this field. Center for the Wisconsin Badgers, playing under Barry Alvarez. Counter. And Jack Whitehouse barreling down into the secondary. So the Tritons showing a little other aspects of their offense besides Kingston Allen.
Oh, Whitehouse, of course, he's shown it blocking. In this misdirection play, he shows he can run the football too, and he's a load to bring down.
14 yards on the carry by Jack Whitehouse, the big fullback. He came into the contest with only 43 yards on the ground. And that's okay with Jack. That's not his job.
Yeah, Mason Werner paid the price for taking on Whitehouse.
From the 34, First and 10. Back to Allen. He's corralled quickly. Braylon Stiegel again, calling his name a lot here in the first quarter, which is winding down.
I'm going to say that may be the last play of the first quarter, which has certainly been very entertaining.
Gain of 2 to the 32-yard line.
And the drive will continue into the second quarter for the Notre Dame Tritons.
That is the end of the first quarter.
West of Pere, 14. Green Bay, Notre Dame, 7. Now a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA local affiliate. Mike Rader's Tritons trying to answer here to start the second quarter and tie this one up again at 14 apiece. See the road to state. It's brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance.
And you can see they put up a lot of points in those playoff games. Rice Lake gave them a thrill, but they prevailed last week over River Falls to get to the state for the 6th time, second year in a row, and they won the Division III championship a season ago.
That Slinger game was wild, 56-42. Kingston Allen had over 500 yards against the Slinger Owls. 2nd and 8 here. It's Allen grinding and pushing the pile to the 28-yard line. I mean, Mike Rader has said that with this offense, there are times that, you know, he thinks about Bill. Maybe we should change things around, and then he says my assistant coaches have to talk me off the ledge. It's like, why reinvent the wheel if it ain't broken, right?
Yeah, that's why you've got a staff to tell you you're wrong once in a while.
And as Bill mentioned, Mike knows how to coach up offensive lines. You got a special back like Allen here, who carries it himself. Look out. He may take it in. He will take it in. Touchdown, Kingston Allen. Around the corner and scooting into the end zone for 6.
They sealed off the left side, and then Allen showed his speed. And again, they're 1 point away from tying the game.
Second TD run of the day, 24-yard carry there. He made this look easy.
They take care of that left side, and again, he's just going to win a foot race.
And look at the blocking again on the edge. Just green jerseys getting in there, running interference, and that's all Allen needs. Kick is good by Whitsack, and we are tied again. 9 plays, 76 yards, 6:51 on that drive. This truly is a contest where it might be who has the football last. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's shaping up that way.
That was my call at the top of the show. Remember that for an hour, right?
I do.
But I think that's the way it is. We aren't going to see a lot of punts today. And we are seeing the stars come out on a beautiful afternoon at Camp Randall. Weather is not a factor. Temperature in the high 40s. The wind isn't a factor. Ideal conditions for 2 really good football teams and 2 really star-filled teams.
Hope those guys are watching our broadcast and not Netflix or something. The sidelines.
Oh, I'm sure. There's a look at Kingston Allen, who certainly everything is advertised. 57 touchdowns in one season. And again, he missed a game.
Yeah, he missed 1 game.
So 57 scores in 13 games. Or 12 and a half games, I guess, more accurate.
And you go back to, again, when they challenged him in the offseason, they wanted him to be durable. Because if you're durable, if you can remain on the football field, look what happens. Look at the production he had by making himself durable.
And again, they fed Collins the football a lot last year, and he responded. So Allen had a role model. Collins now playing in Northern Iowa, by the way.
Fielded off the carpeting and down at the 34-yard line. Gang tackled there. Tritons say the ball popped loose. The officials run in and say play was whistled dead. So
Ruling on the field is the one that was down. First down.
Well, I know why Dad agrees with you about it.
It's Brody Beaning on the. See if the ball wiggles out at all before he goes down. No. Elbows down, and then the ball rolls out. Good call by the officiating crew from Southeast Wisconsin. So they mark it at the 33-yard line. Patrick Greisen back at the controls. Penalty flags right at the snap. Gonna be a false start in the Phantoms.
Dead ball. Full start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's still first down.
So Chris says about his son Patrick that he's always been a natural thrower. And he said even when he was a baby, he loved throwing balls around. Chris would come home and Patrick would just all over the place. And so it wasn't a case of, well, Dad was a quarterback, and so Patrick, he's going to be a quarterback too. Chris said he knew when he was a youngin' that this is what he wanted to do, is toss footballs around. He does here to Kane Strong. Strong finally brought down the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Strong made the first time miss and picked up a couple extra yards. And Greison's so accurate.
Yeah, you mentioned the IQ, and Chris echoes that as well. He says Patrick just understands. He's out there doing things that NFL quarterbacks are doing with hand signals and checkdowns. On to get the Lutz. Jitterbugs his way over the 40-yard line. Going to be 3rd down and 3 for West of Pere.
Lutz in that big, but he's quietly enough scored 28 touchdowns and run for over 1,800 yards, and he's kind of like, oh, by the way, in this offense.
It changes the look of this offense with Lutz because it makes you aware of his presence, because he'll gouge you too. Greison to pass on 3rd down. Over the middle, got his man again. And gonna shake a tackle and get in. Touchdown, Judea Niskern.
A great throw. He put it right in Niskern's fingertips. And the All-State receiver brought it down, broke a tackle, and it's scored his first touchdown of the day. His 18th of the season. What a beautiful throw. And Niskern looking very much like an All-Stater. Right on the fingertips, sheds the tackler.
That was the only question there. Could he shake Jonas Burnt? And he does. 60 yards to Judea Niskern, who takes it to the house. And it's West of Pere back in front, 21-14. Now a word from our network stations. This is your WIAA network affiliates. 5 drives, 5 touchdowns scored. Are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen? 21-14. Phantoms over the Tritons here.
Are you buckled in there, Bob?
From the get-go, I was.
Okay, that was a veteran play on your part.
Judea Niskern, Bill, the all-time leading receiver at West of Pere. He used to play hockey.
Well, smart kid.
But he stuck with football, and he wanted to quit football when he was a freshman. And Chris Greison teases him all the time and says, aren't you glad you stuck with football?
Yeah, now he's got a chance to go play college football next year at Sioux Falls.
Maverick Lohr. This one will be fielded on the run at the 15-yard line. Big hole. Aitken, nice return out to West of Pere territory.
And he was on the verge of breaking that. And he gives Allen and company a short field. Greison has thrown for 171 yards already this year. This season, Notre Dame only allowed one quarterback to throw for more than 200 yards. That came in a 77-32 blowout over Greenfield when Luke O'Brien, in a lot of garbage time, threw for 244 yards. So what Greison's doing to a defense which has been pretty stout against the pass.
Yep. Buck 71 on 6 of 8 so far in the second quarter. 1st and 10, right at midfield. Pierce handed off to Allen. And Kingston careens his way to the 45.
Tackled by Cooper Horowitz. A gain of 4.
I mean, we could have our own show, like the Manning cast, just separate from this, just talking about Kingston Allen and Patrick Greison.
Well, we're doing a pretty good job.
Thank you. Yeah, besides football, Allen, outstanding in track and field. And he's also colorblind.
Really?
Doesn't affect his vision on the football field.
Does he know how bright his jersey is?
Seafoam green. Allen. See, they mark him a couple yards shy. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Yeah, he was the anchor on the school record-breaking 4x100 team. Set the school long jump record, which stood since 1991. I mean, he's just a special athlete, no matter the sport.
We've seen his sprint speed this afternoon. 3rd and 2 here. Haven't been many 3rd down plays in this wide open game.
Allen shotgun, Wildcat. He'll cut back, he'll get the 1st down, 39-yard line. One of the challenges for Kingston, says he has to find ways to calm down before games. He said he gets too worked up, and so instead of listen to R&B music, just be chill, because he's thinking about, he's anticipating what he's going to do on the gridiron.
I'd say he's succeeding with his pregame visualization.
Some sweet music out of the junior this season. And trying to cap it off with a title. From the 39, Pierce back in there. Take it, give it to Allen. Nice tackle. Once again, this is a recording. Braylon Stiegel.
Yeah, we haven't talked a lot of defense, but when we have, Stiegel's been in the middle of making big plays and bringing down Allen.
And it's your leading tackler. You expect him to make plays like this.
Stiegel anticipated that and shoots the gap to bring down Allen in the backfield.
So Stiegel, he's getting in there. Boss in the play. Back to the 41, 2nd and 12. Pierce to throw off his back foot, and look out, it is intercepted. 3 Phantoms were in the vicinity, and Ethan Collier comes up with it.
3rd interception thrown by Pere this year.
Not sure who this was intended for.
Yeah, it wasn't a good ball. It's the 14th interception this season for West Pere.
There was only 1 man in the vicinity, and it wasn't there. 3 Phantom jerseys. They were fighting each other for it. Turnover, 1st of the game. Grayson fires. Catch, curl, pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
And turnovers could definitely be a difference maker this afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
The way these offenses go up and down the field. Ball security is very important.
That was Colton Newens. Pick up a 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Bryson, here's his man again. Niskern.
Oh, he was wide open.
Yeah, he just made his route and just sat down and waited for the delivery.
And the delivery was right there. Again, those two work awfully well together. But this one wide open.
1st and 10 West of there.
Continue to go quick here. 1st and 10 from the 38. Niskern on that side now. Banged out of bounds this time, right at the sticks. He and Patrick Bryson have been playing football. Bill mentioned the 7-on-7 since they were 9 years old. So this has been a long time of these two developing this repertoire.
And they certainly have great chemistry. Releasing the ball quickly, and Notre with a lot of yards after the catch.
Niskern picks up just 1. 2nd and 9. Bryson pulling it back, and ball's tipped, and it's intercepted back to the Tritons. Into the hands of Michael Warren.
With the interception.
So, Notre Dame give it and then take it.
Big play by the defense. Gotten sick of listening all about Bryson. They tipped the pass, and Michael Warren, their inside linebacker, gets the pick.
That was Joey Massey that time, Bill. That 6'2" dude on the edge got his paws in the air. Massey tips it. Warren takes it. Offense back out there from the 30, 1st and 10. Guess who? Right back to Allen, who grinds his way to the 25, 26-yard line.
And they don't deviate much. They're going to run the ball.
Mason Werner and Orion
They get
Sanders in on the
behind,
play.
no matter what. They
Gain of 4 to
true
the
to their
26.
philosophy, and that's run the football.
Second down and 6.
And I guess you ought to be true to your philosophy. You see what happens when you throw the football. Last one was picked off.
Massey, who made the tip there, he has been a beast in the playoffs. He's been that disruptive guy off the edge. He's been doing that throughout the postseason. Gives the offense a chance to get back out there. Give Kingston Allen the ball again. First down carry for Allen.
Allen on the carry.
That's the
First
10th
hit
first
by
down
Mason Werner.
for Notre
Ali
Dame.
Delgado finished the play
And
at
we're
the
only
18.
halfway through the second quarter.
First and 10 Notre Dame at the 18.
Meanwhile, West Pere has 7 first downs, so that tells you what an offensive dominated game this has been.
Titans looking to tie this one up again here in the second quarter. 124 yards on the ground for Allen so far on 19 totes. He's solo in the backfield here on first and 10. Give it to him. Bouncing. And then runs into a group of Phantoms at the 10-yard line.
And you got to assume he's going to get it again. This time they send him wide. But West Pere did a pretty good job of stringing this play out. And then pursuit was there to bring down Allen just inside the 10.
Just shy of moving that marker. So second and 1. Allen going to get the first down. First and goal at the 5.
Allen the ball carrier tackled by Jackson Jashinsky. Brought down a
Showed you that slinger game. Remember, 56 to 42, and Mike Rader said that was the most points Notre Dame has ever given up, but they still won the game because Kingston Allen went crazy, go nuts. And he says, look, if that's what it takes to win a state championship, we'll do it.
Singer, by the way, is the defending Division II champs.
Right, no slouch,
Yeah,
right?
so they're not a bunch of stiffs, no.
First and goal here for the Tritons. Allen stopped this time. Swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
Sanders on the stop for West
We're
Pere.
asking both of these defenses a lot against two talented guys.
Down and goal to go.
And they responded on that play. Ali Delgado, or excuse me, that was Orion Sanders who made a big play. Orion happy to be back. He got hurt early in the year, just came back level 4.
Yeah, tore his labrum in camp. Allen trying to get there and stood up inside the 2, marking at the 1.5-yard line. Going to be third and goal for the Tritons. Boy, it looked like he had a head of steam, and he was on a mission to get in again.
David De Leon said not so fast.
And nice job by De Leon to close, and then all by himself he brought Allen down, which ain't easy. Third and goal. Allen, blockers on the right side. He takes the snap. He gets tripped up in the backfield. Jake Rodwald.
Stop.
A stop by 19 to bring up fourth down.
Huge play. And the Wildcat, Allen looking for a hole, and
Ball's marked at the 3.
could find that hole. He was brought down. Rodwald Jr. shoots in to make the play. It appears they're going to go for it on fourth down and not kick a field goal.
Michael Witzak has only tried 3 field goals all season long and made 2. This is a team that finds the end zone over and over again. And you got a guy like Kingston Allen, usually not any hesitation. And timeout here.
Timeout.
Mike Rader will talk about it. We'll step aside. Fourth down coming up when we return. Now a word from our network affiliates. It's your WIAA network station. Goal coming up for Notre Dame. Offense back in the football field for the Tritons. I think we know who's touching the football here, Bill. It's just how does Mike Rader dial up to try to get his back in the end zone.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it's not Allen.
Direct snap to him again. Left side. He'll try it. He's met. Short. Short. Did not get in. The Phantoms hold.
A huge defensive play. I don't want to say Rader rolled the dice there. When you got the player of the year running the football, you got to give it to him. And he had a hole, but he was met at the goal line, and he doesn't get in.
Mason Werner and Braylon Sneagle there for the stop.
Marked inside the one, just shy. Wow.
Braylon Sneagle made the play. He had help, but Sneagle, their leading tackler, who's been a force today, made the stop on Allen. Are we going to review this to make sure he didn't get in, or is there no doubt about it?
No review.
Okay, we play on. Grayson in his own end zone with 1:14 left.
Huge stop by this Phantoms defense.
Pere with 2 timeouts.
Sneagle again was in on the tackle. He's got 6, and that one the biggest of the afternoon. Grayson looking for some room. Going up top, big. And incomplete, intended for Strong again. There's a flag on the play. Take a look again. Football's in his left hand, and then they turn Allen around and twist him back so he can't lunge with the football to try to clear the goal line. Meanwhile, the officials calling an ineligible man downfield.
And I think we ought to give some love to Mason Werner on that goal line stand as well. He went low.
Indeed.
And Sneagle went high to stop Allen about a half-yard shy of the end zone.
Now, they went half the distance to the goal, which there's not a lot of room to go half the distance. I mean,
Correction. Notre Dame has elected to decline the penalty. Second down.
All right.
Smart call by a smart coach, Mike Rader. So the play stands, and it's now second down.
Bryson still in his own end zone. See if they just try to get some breathing room. They do. On the give, it's Lutz, and he'll get it, but not much. Clears it out to about the 1.5-yard line, so that's better. Under a minute to go, clock running here, and there's your timeout coming from Green Bay, Notre Dame. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Mike Rader, one more timeout remaining. If he can get a stop here, he'll force a punt out of the end zone.
And you would think he'd heat up the punter. We called Jack Whitehouse's name a lot as the blocking back for Allen. He made the defensive play there to set up this 3rd and long.
Please reset the game clock to 1 minute and 2 seconds. 1 minute.
So you hear the reset there.
Yeah, Rader and the Tritons want every second possible. If Kingston Allen has some time to work following a punt. If the punt indeed gets off.
You've heard us talk about the relationship between these two head coaches, and Chris Grayson was actually in the Notre Dame system. Chris Grayson has coached a lot of these kids when they were in youth football in 7-on-7. And his son was actually in what Chris says the Notre Dame feeder program, if you will. So until he got the job, of course, he follows Dad to West Pere, but he may have ended up being a Notre Dame Triton.
Yeah, you can hear the respect in the voice that Grayson and Rader have for one another when you talk to them. It's real and it's sincere, and you know that these kids don't know each other. They play youth football together, and this game's very special to them.
3rd down play here again. Grayson still in his own end zone. Back to pass. Got to get out of there, and he does, and ball pops in and out of the mitts of Landon Kibbe. Would have been the first down, and now you force the punt, stopping the clock and the incompletion as well.
But again, they don't have much room for the snap from the back to the punter, as he will be deep in the end zone.
Alex Sayak might have got fingertips on it and disrupted that as well. Either way, defense holds here.
You know they're going to come hard after the punter.
And it's Greisen, who's only punted 16 times all year.
He's going to throw?
Yes, he is. Man wide open, Lutz. First down, and there's your clearance. I beg your pardon, it's not Lutz. It's Garrett Abst, a sophomore. They forgot about 30.
Well, again, they anticipated that they were going to rush the punter hard, and they leave the young sophomore open. He's wide open for Greisen, the punter slash quarterback, to throw a beautiful ball. All of a sudden, they're out at the 35.
And going quick here. That's Lutz. He runs out of bounds, preserving timeouts. West of Pere has a couple.
Boy, what a gutsy call by Coach Greisen.
Because if you don't connect, guess what? Triton's ball at the 3. But they do, and now they're marching thinking points before halftime. Greisen in the pocket, hangs in there. Catch is made. No, it's not.
Official right there said the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, Colton Newens laying out. Tried to reel it in, take another peek. Looked like he landed and the nose comes down on the turf.
And official was in a good position to make the call. Give him credit. Third down long here for Greisen.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. They need the 47. With 20 seconds to go, Greisen trying to pick it up. Little screen pass to Lutz. He'll get out of bounds. 42-yard line. That's shy of the first down. 4th.
With only 14 seconds left, I would think they're going for it.
You fake punt again, don't you?
I don't think you even have to fake punt. I think you let Greisen and the shotgun throw a pass here. Not a lot of time left for a team that doesn't like to pass the ball if they have to turn it over to the Tritons.
4th and 6. Ball's tipped. So gonna go over on downs once again. Joey Massey getting those massive hands in the air.
He's had we talk so much offense, we got to give some defensive love. But Massey's had a big half. It's at least his second tip ball.
Oh yeah. He's only got 4 sacks in the year, but Mike Rader says this is what he does. He gets in there and he becomes that disruptive force. So constant pressure and harassment.
So the ball goes over on downs. The Tritons will have it at the 42. Again, they are not real proficient as a passing team.
And only 10 seconds to go and 1 TO. You hope maybe Allen can break one here. He's actually going in the slot. And Pierce, little quarterback draw. Gets out of bounds at the 25-yard line with 3 seconds to go. The kicker is Michael Witzak. Again, he's just 2 of 3 on field goals this season.
Timeout. West of Pere.
But to give him a shot here.
Well, you throw the ball in the end zone. Witzak's longest field goal, 32 yards.
This would be about 42.
Yeah, I think you got to throw the ball in the end zone. Or give it to Allen and hope that he dances through the secondary and into the end zone. You got to get the ball in the hands of Allen if you're not going to kick the field goal.
So Mike Rader huddling up, no timeouts remaining.
You would think the West of Pere sideline, they're telling them, let's play back and make sure you don't let them get close to the 10-yard line, much less to the end zone. no matter what happens.
Allen, so far, 26 carries, 149 yards, 2 touchdown runs. Patrick Grayson answering 12 of 19, 234, and a passing touchdown for Patrick Grayson.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I guess everything we heard about them is true.
It seemed to add up. What a show these two young men are putting on.
The record in Division II for passing yards is 265, and Grayson is
234.
The record's held by Quentin Keene of Wanakee in 2019. He threw for 265 yards. The most yards passing in a game period here at Camp Randall. 383 by Josh White of Cedar Grove, Belgium in 2016.
They're going to go for it here with 3 seconds to go. Pierce over the middle. It's intercepted. Look out. Got a tackle. And they do. It's picked off in the passing lane by Mason Warner. Second INT by the Phantoms today. And that's how the first half ends. What an entertaining first half of football. West of Pere, 21, and Notre Dame, 14. And more fireworks to come. Take a look at how the first half ended right here.
Mason Warner anticipates the play. And for a second there, I think everybody in the place thought he was going to have a pick six. But it's a touchdown-saving play there to get him out of bounds. And as you say, end a very exciting first half.
Right down the field we go. Check in with Chris Grayson.
Coach, your defense getting an opportune goal line stand down here, stealing a possession. What does that do for you in this tight game?
Well, it was huge. You know, to stop their offense, especially their rushing offense down there, deep into in the red zone there. So it was huge. I wish we would have been able to reciprocate after we got that interception and they got that tip ball on us. But it's a good game, and we figured that this is what it's going to be like. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the second half.
Your son Patrick already over 230 yards through the air, clinical besides that one uncharacteristic interception. What have you liked about his command, and how does he carry this through to win this thing?
Well, he's seen the defense well, you know, what we prepared for. So, you know, we have to make some adjustments because I know they're going to make some adjustments. So it's that cat and mouse game a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. We'll send it back up to you guys.
Thank you, gentlemen. A fun one so far. Time now for a local break. Halftime break here at the camp. 21-14 our score. This is your WIAA local affiliate.
Halftime of our Division II Football State Championship. West of Pere leads Notre Dame 21-14. It was all offense early, and then the defenses took over in the second quarter. We have a fascinating second half coming up, though, here from Camp Randall. We're going to take a few minutes to chat with one of our sponsors, Jenny Martin, the Director of Marketing with Rural Mutual Insurance, back with us once again. Jenny, thank you so much for your time. And I understand that you want to say hello to a couple of people that are watching today.
Oh, yes. I want to give a shout out to my nephews who are big fans of West of Pere. So, yes, awesome. Thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. So in your view, what makes the partnership between the WIAA and Rural Mutual Insurance so strong and such a lasting effort?
Rural Mutual Insurance only does business in Wisconsin, and it's our mission to protect and support Wisconsin communities to keep Wisconsin strong. So teaming up with the WIAA year after year is a natural fit for us.
Yeah. You know, you've stood behind Wisconsin high school athletes for generations. Just talk a little bit about why that is so important for your company.
From the players on the field to the fans in the stands and all the people back home cheering on these teams, we're here because of community. We have 150 Rural Mutual agents and over 200 employees who live and work in these same communities statewide. So we're cheering right alongside everyone else here today for our hometown teams.
One of the highlights of my job every year is to go to the the sportsmanship presentations. You guys have sponsored that Sportsmanship Award for 60 years. It's always so fun to see the kids receive that recognition. Talk a little bit about why that means so much to your company.
Absolutely. It's an honor to recognize the schools that go above and beyond in their conduct, both on and off the field, with our Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award. This year does mark 60 years of this award, and a lot has changed in the past 6 decades, but one thing is for sure, that good sportsmanship is always in style.
And football is always fun to watch. You've been hanging out with me here. What are your thoughts? What do you think of what we've seen so far here today?
The energy here is phenomenal. The plays, the camaraderie. I mean, it's such an exciting feeling to be here on the sidelines, and I'm thankful for this opportunity.
Thank you for spending some time with us, Jenny. Of Rural Mutual Insurance, we're going to be right back after we hear from some of our local partners. You're watching your WIAA network station. Working our way through halftime of this Division II Football State Championship, West Pere holds a 21-14 lead over Notre Dame. And we have another guest joining us here at halftime. It is Jake Bestia. He is an assistant director at the WIAA, and you are experiencing your first state tournament here running this show after a career in education. Tell us how this transition has gone for you.
Absolutely, and it's been fantastic. And I'd like to congratulate all of our teams, whether 8-play or 11, on an outstanding season. It's been a great football year.
It sure has. I mean, I was at the 8-player championship with you, and it was a beautiful day, a great game, and it's carried on here with the 11-player
Absolutely.
show.
The games have been fantastic, and we got a little bit left.
We sure do. All right, so new this year, the membership adopted that playoff qualifying system. We worked together with the Football Bracket Show. Just talk a little bit about the process and how it's turned out.
Absolutely. So the process, and this has been over a year in the making, a collaboration with the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association and our office. And I was able to join that in June when I started as an assistant director, but it's been a consistent collaboration on a weekly basis to make certain that our formulas are consistent, accurate, they match as organizations, and that we make certain that the process is transparent, making certain on a week-to-week basis that teams know exactly where they stand.
And when reviewing the playoffs leading to these championship games, what kind of feedback have you received from this process?
I think the feedback has been very good here after year one. It's something I think schools are going to have to figure out because, points are awarded based on wins and then a strength of schedule component. So as they look forward into scheduling, I think there's local conversations that need to be had, but there's been many benefits, and I think you're seeing some of them at our state tournament. We have matchups, and the one happening right now, West Pere Notre Dame probably doesn't happen in a geographical format because they would have been in the same region. So we're getting some unique matchups and some great football, I think, because of it.
And can you remind folks where they can go to get more information about all this?
Absolutely. So if you go to the WIA website, as well as the Wisconsin Football Coaches Association website, there is information on both that'll give you a better understanding of how that process was developed, the work that went into picking the exact model that we have, and then how the team scores are calculated.
And you mentioned that Coaches Association. That's a great relationship between the WIAA and the WFCA.
Absolutely, and it needs to be, right? Because at the end of the day, their organization, which is an outstanding organization, excellent leadership, and ours have the same goals in mind, and that's what's best for our student athletes, right? So to promote the game of football and make certain that it continues the rich tradition that it has, our collaboration is important from here on out. So they've been excellent, and we look forward to working with them going forward.
Look forward to working with you always. Thank you so much, Jake.
Thank you so much.
We have another break headed your way, some local messages after this. You're watching your WIAA network station.
21-14 our score in this Division II State Football Championship. Moments ago, Keegan catching up with Notre Dame head coach Mike Rader.
Coach, each team coming out of the gates, offenses firing, trading scores, and then the defense getting in the mix. What did you like about your group and their way to respond here in the end of that half?
I think it's the game that we expected. Both offenses came out, did pretty well. If you can get a couple of stops, that's going to be the difference in the game. We had a couple of turnovers, traded turnovers a little bit. It's pretty much what we expected.
A goal line stand is the difference on that scoreboard. You glance up and it's 7. What was your message to this group to wheel this thing out in the second half?
I mean, the message is, we get the ball coming out of the first half. If we score, it's tied, and then you got a game, right? And they know that, and they know that we don't need to do anything different. We just keep doing what we're normally pretty good at, and it usually gets us in the end zone.
Thank you for your time, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. We'll set it back to you guys.
Back to that theory, Bill, that if it ain't broke, don't fix it, they're not going to change anything, even though they're down 7 here at the half. They get the football, as Mike said.
I thought he did a pretty good job of analyzing where we're at. I mean, a lot of big plays. A fun game to watch. The Stars have shined, and we've had big plays both ways. We've kind of got to buckle in because you never know what's going to happen. And again, this is an important possession for the Tritons to get the ball to start the second half. But it figures, again, I go back to, I think the last one who's got the ball is going to win.
It might be the case. We gave you the numbers before halftime concluded. Allen, 149 yards on the ground, 2 touchdown runs. Greisen, 12 of 19 through the air, 234 through the air, and 1 touchdown toss. But also, got to mention this. Judea Niskern, beg your pardon, 5 receptions, Bill, 147 yards. Ties already the Division II record for yardage in a football game.
Yeah, Drew Wagner is resting uneasy. Drew played at Kettle Moraine. He caught a lot of balls in 2022 for 147 yards. His record's got a chance to fall the way Greisen has shown combined with Niskern this afternoon.
Yeah, Drew's playing down at Northwestern for the Wildcats. Little squib short kick, angling, and it goes out of bounds. So 35-yard line is where the Tritons will take over.
These teams combined for almost 500 total yards in the first half.
Kick off on the bounce. Ball be placed on the 35-yard line. Push down.
We've talked a lot about how Mike Rader is so good at putting bodies in the perfect position to block for the talented back. Collins last year, Allen this year. It's Rattel, Cormier, Carter Wolf, the center, Jack Warden, the right tackle, and Richie Flanagan, the all-state lineman of the year. Those big bodies are key to Allen's success. It's the first carry here in the second half, and dragged down, but a first down run. Nevertheless, by Kingston Allen.
Again, now he's at 160 yards.
Gain of 11, first carry here of the second half.
Again, Christian Collins went for 405 in this game a year ago. In the back of his mind, you know the competitor he is, Kingston Allen, would like to break that mark. But he'd need a big second half to do so.
Yeah, and if he does, chances are it means you're winning the football game, right?
Exactly.
Allen again, right side this time. And brought down for a loss. Great pursuit by David DeLeon to shed the blocker and then go and get Allen.
DeLeon had the big stop at the goal line stand, the big defensive play of the first half, and he makes another big stop there on Kingston Allen.
David's the cornerback, so he's coming up, and look at him just shake it and go and get number 7.
He shed Richie Flanagan to make the play, too.
2 outstanding plays there by DeLeon. 2nd and a dozen. Pierce to throw over the middle. He's got his man. Catch is made and down to the 26-yard line. It's the big tight end, Joey Massey.
Big play. Pierce took a large hit as the blitz was coming, and Pierce hung in there and got the ball to Massey, who made a clutch grab. And all of a sudden, the Phantoms or Tritons are in the West of Pere territory.
You know, last year, this was James Flanagan in the tight end spot, and they just plugged and played Joey Massey in there, but they threw more to Flanagan last year than they do to Massey. That time, he comes up huge with a 39-yard pickup.
And again, give Pierce credit. He took a big lick after delivering the ball.
Back to the ground, and Allen squirming and pushing the pile to the 22.
First hit by Delgado.
So they mix in the rare pass before they go back to the bread and butter Allen. Pierce now 3 of 6 this afternoon.
Mike Rader was telling us earlier this week that they pick their spots with Massey. They sneak him in just when all eyes are on Allen in the backfield. They'll pull out that play from the playbook. 2nd and 7 here. Massey in motion, shifting from right to left. And now blocking out there for Allen, who springs to the outside, shaking a couple Phantoms. 3, 4, finally pushed out of bounds. First down, Tritons.
He picks up the first down. it looked like West Pere did a pretty good job spreading that play out, but he found a way to go for the sticks and move those sticks.
1, 2, and then out of bounds. But yeah, you're right. That's all West Pere could hope for on that play. Just keep stringing it out until he ran out of real estate. But a first down for Notre Dame. Empty here with, you see at the top, Allen in the slot. Sliding through, fake it to him, Pierce. Calls his own number, gets stacked up at the 13. Ball's out. West Pere says, we got it, and they do. Pierce went up the middle, got crunched and sandwiched, and someone knocked the football out.
I think that guy, Jashinsky, fell on the football. He sure acted like it. See who makes the hit on the quarterback.
Right there, the rip out. You know who it was? Brandon Stiegel. Ball hawking, pulled it out. Right there.
You are correct, sir.
And then all white jerseys gobbling up the football.
Third turnover of the day for Notre Dame.
Handoff, Lutz. He gets wrapped up immediately. So it looked like what Mike Rader was talking about at halftime. They were going to go in, marching down the field with a purpose, but the turnover in the red zone, costly. 2nd and 9 here for Patrick Grayson. Little swing pass out to Lutz. Escapability, and then marker comes in. It might be a hold or a trip or a takedown there on the edge that helped spring Lutz free.
You can see the preliminary call is holding.
Offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Correction, half the distance to the goal. It's going to still be 2nd down.
You heard it all there from Jason Dahl and his crew.
There's the hold. The takedown, some would say.
Yeah.
The field house next door during a wrestle.
Ball's at the 8-yard line. 2nd and 16.
So 2nd and 16 now. Bryson backpedals into the end zone. Over the middle he goes. Catch is made. Who else? Number 8 again, his favorite target, Judea Niskern. First down, Phantoms.
He's now the record-setting holder in Division II with that first down catch. His 6th of the afternoon.
Ball's at the 27, a game 19, 1st and 10.
We are checking. We know he was closing in on a state record for receiving yards any division. Over the middle, quick catch and carry here. Newens.
We hadn't seen the tight end much this afternoon, but Bryson allows him to get in on the fun.
2nd down and 4.
So 2nd down and 4. Bryson Lutz on his right shoulder. Give it to him. Sprinting through a gap. And tripped up, but not until he gets the first down.
And Lutz keeps him honest with a good run. Just when you start worrying about Bryson, who's now thrown for 259 yards this afternoon. There goes Lutz.
Lutz again. Continuing to go quick. We got Statman Jeff, his pencil working overtime. Yeah, new Division II record. Needs 7 more yards to tie the all-time mark, any division.
For passing.
For passing yards. Right now, it's the ground game that is chewing up some yardage here for the Phantoms.
And again, since they've gone tempo, Lutz is getting a workout. 3 straight carries.
Yeah, getting lathered up here. Again, Lutz. First down again by Lutz. Chris Greisen says he gives so much of himself that in the level 3 playoff game, he threw up. He literally threw up because he was expending every ounce of energy he had in him for this football team. Greisen flushed and goes head on, and tackle made there at the 45-yard line.
He doesn't do that often.
Doesn't have to often, right? He's lined us such a terrific job. Sam Schmidt, Sawyer Hintz, Kedron Diaz, Matthew Shetter, David Provost, the big 5 up front. Greisen flipping it to Lutz, too high, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down.
For all the talk we've had of offense and the record-setting performances on the offensive side of the ball, been 2 big defensive plays, though, that's the difference in the game. The goal line stand late in the first half by West Pere, and then the interception to stop what looked like a pretty impressive drive coming out of the locker room at the start of the second half. You got a long way to go, but don't forget about those 2 big defensive plays when you look at the big picture of this Division II title game.
Yeah, good call. And now Notre Dame looking for a defensive stop here at the 45-yard line, 3rd down and 7. Empty for Greisen. Patrick fires in traffic and incomplete. Yes, incomplete. It was intended there for Kane Strong, but it brings up 4th down. Now, Greisen's your punter. He's also your quarterback. You've got options here. He could throw, he could pooch. Yeah,
he proved that earlier when he threw from his own end zone and completed a 30-yard pass.
Trying to draw him off first. His dad is the OC. Looking over at Chris. Checking down. Still trying for the draw. No one biting up front.
I think they're going to take the penalty.
Here you go. Play clock runs all the way down.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. It's still 4th down.
Good discipline by the Tritons not to get drawn offside. So now we're going to see Greisen punt for the first time, it appears.
It appears, yes, is the operative phrase there. Patrick, again, he's only punted 16 times all year.
Average 39 yards a punt.
Low line drive, knuckleball, fielded, fair catch at the 12-yard line. Tritons defense holds. Now offense, and Kingston Allen back on the football field. Time now for a network break. West Pere can't capitalize on the turnover. Defense back out there. The road to state brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance for West Pere. Pretty easy pickings there for the first 3 rounds of the postseason. And then, well, that score should be not 35-0. It was 35-34, Bill, in a wild matchup against Homestead, who had a quality team. Phantoms were able to pull it out late.
There were a lot of great games last week in the level 4, and that was maybe the best of them all.
When you have a weapon like a Patrick Greisen, you're always in the football game, even when it looks dire. And they pulled it out in dramatic fashion. Speaking of weapons, Kingston Allen had burst out to the 25-yard line.
And he got to the second level, and he was one tackler away from breaking that one. Kind of hold your breath. We've seen Allen do a lot of nice things this afternoon, but he hasn't broken the big one. Gets him out of a hole now, though, and first down at the 26.
Mike Rader calls his offense old school Badgers. And I said, can you clarify that? He goes, yeah, think Mark Montgomery and Brent Moss back in the day. It's like, okay, gotcha. That's what they did. Allen Shaking one, shaking two. Stays inbounds and finally tackled at the 45-yard line.
Allen, the ball carrier. First in by
But that was kind of the model, the blueprint for what Mike Rader wanted to do when he had talented backs like Collins last year, like Allen this year. You get a big body. That was Mark Montgomery back in the Badger days. And Brett Moss was the talented running back who got behind the big line, got behind the big fullback, and just went crazy.
Well, Chris Greisen said he's been running that offense since, well, he was a player there at Notre Dame. So he's done a great job, and they have a lot of talent.
From the 45, Allen again. This time leans forward, but the tackle was made by Brody Kartheiser. Junior D lineman. Allen asking out of the football game.
Yeah, I was going to say, is he get shaken up here?
You see Brody going low and wraps him up around the ankles.
He just needs a breather, I guess.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he's not hurt.
Grabs the water bottle and getting a blow here. His backup gets the carry right to midfield. That's Jonas Burnt Jr.
Jonas Burnt, the ball carrier.
And Allen back in after one play. Yeah, just needed a blow, a breather, a squirt of hydration. Back in the football field here for a key 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Burnt's only carried the ball 29 times, so that doesn't happen very often. But everybody needs a break. Allen Gowan, he's in the game for a big play.
And direct snap on the number 7 here. Behind Whitehouse, cuts back, he's going to be short. 4th down.
Gotta think it's 4 down territory.
Sanders, a gain of 2.
I would think so.
Cooper Borowitz makes a big play there. Gets help from Orion Sanders. Orion Sanders actually deserves the credit. And he's the guy that come back from injury to play.
Kingston Allen, 206 yards on the ground. They'll need 3 more at least from him on 4th down. He'll get it. 1st down, Tritons. Allen to the 40.
Tackled by Jashinsky, a gain of 8.
Big play there. Allen comes up with it.
1st and 10, Notre Dame at the 40.
Big boys up front doing their job.
Yep.
And those big boys include Richie Flanagan, we talked about, Jack Warden, Carter Wolf, Michael Rattel, and Colin Comier.
It's a bigger line this year. Last year, Mike Rader said they were taller. They had length.
Well, Comier in particular put on 15 pounds in the offseason.
Pierce back in there at quarterback, under center on 1st and 10. Phantoms bringing bodies quick, and Allen picks up 5 up the right side. Yeah, Mike Rader's son, who is 6'11",
at the 36.
was one of the offensive linemen a year ago. He's a basketball player at Minnesota Duluth. But they used that length that they had last year to be leverage guys, right? This year, more beef.
Again, the Tritons were the D3 champs a year ago, beat Catholic Memorial handily in the title game in the Christian Collins show. They got moved up by the competitive balance rule by the WIA to Division II this year.
2nd and 6. From the 36. Allen up and over the 35 to the 34.
Allen, the ball carrier.
Had 2 offensive series this 3rd quarter. First one ended with a fumble from this part of the field.
That's the 37th carry
at the 34.
by Kingston Allen. Ties him for the most carries in a Division II state championship. I think he'll get at least 1 more. 220 yards on the ground and counting for Allen. 2 touchdown runs. And 3rd and 4 here with time winding down in the third period. Whitehouse behind Pierce. Allen behind Whitehouse. Yep, movement. Everyone in the building saw it. Jack Warden jumped.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Just third down.
I don't know if they were going to run a play. I think they were trying to get West Pere to flinch. And ironically, it was the Titans who went offside and cost them 5 yards.
Yeah, you try to get the free 5, instead it costs you 5. And that will be the end of quarter number 3 here in Madison. 21-14, West Pere in front. Now a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA network affiliates. The State Football Championships, brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. By Rural Mutual Insurance, premiums paid here, stay here, keep Wisconsin strong. By the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, support Wisconsin dairy farmers, eat Wisconsin cheese, drink Wisconsin milk, just look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge. And by the Universities of Wisconsin, 13 universities, unlimited opportunity. Fourth quarter begins with 3rd down and 9 for Notre Dame at the 39-yard line. They need the 30-yard line to move the chains, keep this drive alive, trailing by 7.
After a wide open first half, each team slowed down. West Pere only had one offensive series in the third quarter. This is the second of the second half for the Titans.
Goes right to Allen. He'll get stopped at the 36. Long way to go here on 4th down for Notre Dame.
And again, if you're just tuning in, you expect them to throw. They don't do that very often. They might. Most teams would here on 4th and 6, but when you got the best running back in the state,
4th and 6 for the Titans.
Don't expect a pass necessarily.
You see Max Pierce was out for that play. The direct snap to Allen. He's back in here.
Pierce has only thrown 6 passes today. And he lines up the bottom of your screen.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Timeout. Notre Dame.
We'll step aside, take a network break. 4th down coming up when we return to Camp Randall in Madison. All right, 4th and 6 for Notre Dame. We haven't seen anything exotic out of Mike Rader and the Titans yet, Bill, but maybe a dip down deep here for a key play.
Well, you've been practicing one all year. This is for all the marbles. Only 11:20 to go. The first drive of the second half got stopped by a fumble about this part of the field. Huge play coming here, 4th and 6.
Pierce in to take the snap. Allen to his left. Throw it to him. Cut back. Won't get it done. The Phantoms deny the Titans on 4th down.
Another big defensive stop. Cooper Borowitz with the big play. They get the ball in the hands of their playmaker, but Borowitz comes up to make the stop on the swing pass. It's basically just a pitch to Allen. A nice open field tackle by Borowitz to snuff out another drive. So a fumble stops the first drive of the second half. A goal line snap ends the first half. And a big play by Borowitz on 4th down there stops the latest drive by the Titans.
10th tackle for Borowitz, and give credit to Mason Warner, who got in there and was disruptive just to slow down Allen and then allow his teammates Borowitz to put the finishing touches on. Lutz on the carry there, gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
See how West Pere plays it here. Do you bleed time off the clock, or you go for the long bomb and a 2-touchdown lead?
Yeah, do they know how to bleed time?
Yeah.
They go up and down the field toot sweet, which means in a hurry. It's the old school version. 2nd and 8 here. Niskern in motion. On the comebacker, get it to him. Trying to navigate right through the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. It's like running through a car wash there, and finally brought down by Massey.
Loss of 2 on the play.
No running room at all there on the pass. And all of a sudden, 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 10. Triton D trying to tighten the chin straps here. Get their offense back on the football field. Grayson, straight drop, tipped again. This time, it was Deacon Wary who got his mitts on it. Deacon Wary is the punter. Oh, I beg your pardon. It was Jack Warden, sorry. Jack Warden, 56.
And Warden's had a strong game.
Jack Warden knocked it away.
So now it's 4th and 10. And we assume Chris Grayson will have Patrick punt the football here.
Yeah, rare 3 and out. They only took about 2 minutes off the clock after the defensive stop. But they get to flip the field here if Grayson gets his punt off successfully.
Quinn Blum is the deep man. He will just trace this, and really good punt by Grayson out at the 9-yard line. Triton's offense back on the field when we return. Now a word from your local station. It's your WIAA affiliate. $21-14 for all the marbles in Division II. Be sure to download the WIAA Sports Live app to your television, your mobile device. App is free, delivers the WIAA championships for 10 sports throughout the school year. It's free to download, watch the games. The WIAA Sports Live app, sponsored by the universities of Wisconsin. Might want to download it for the Division I game after this one. Arrowhead and Bayport. That'll be a banger. Jay Wilson, Scott Nelson will be on the call for that one. We got to finish up this one first. And Kingston Allen getting the call here, just pirouetting and spinning his way to the 15-yard line.
You know, for all the talk we've had of Grayson's arm this afternoon, his foot has put Notre Dame in a big hole here. A 51-yard punt flipped the field and means that Notre Dame starts his drive on the 10-yard line. They get out of the hole a little bit on the 6-yard run by Allen.
That was the 40th carry for Kingston Allen on the day. 6 more, and he breaks that record for any division in a state title game. But his team's trailing by 7, and timeout called by Notre Dame here.
They only have 1 left.
Yes, they do. Not sure if the personnel was proper in the eyes of Mike Rader.
Second charge, timeout of the half.
But needed to burn the TO to huddle his guys up. Allen, again, 40 carries now, 225 yards, the 2 touchdown runs. After all the fireworks in the first half, no scoring here in the second half. The defenses have really dug in for both teams.
Well, for sure. And again, been pretty clutch in the side of West De Pere. At the goal line, stand the last minute and a half of the first half to keep the Tritons from the game-tying touchdown. And again, a fumble recovery, and then just turn the ball over on downs in the last drive. This is only the 3rd time Notre Dame has touched the ball in the second half.
Bill, no points. The last point scored were at the 9:49 mark of the second quarter. Seems like eons ago.
Yeah, we started out like a house of fire.
and now someone got the extinguishers out.
There's what Allen's done today. On the year, he's now over 3,400 yards. That's a state record.
Allen again.
I take that back. That's the top rushing mark for this season.
For the season, yeah. He was 200 and change away from breaking the all-time mark by Adrian Davis of Kenosha St. Joseph.
Yep.
Kind of had a feeling it was going to go by the boards, and it has. 3rd and 1 here. Max Pierce under center. You got Whitehouse and Allen dotting the I behind him. They go to the big fullback to get that yard and move the chains.
Whitehouse, the ball carrier.
So can Notre Dame grind it out, go 90 yards for the game-tying touchdown here, and take a lot of time off the clock?
That would be ideal. That's the ultimate drive here for Notre Dame. Don't let Grayson get his mitts back on it. put it in the end zone, make your decision on tying it or going for the win, but end zone first. Long way to go. 1st and 10 from the 21. Allen cut back to the 25.
Kingston Allen, the ball carrier.
Think he's going to be sort of on?
He got dibs, first guy in the hot tub.
Oh. And ice packs on the bus.
3-yard gain to the 24. 2nd down and 7.
But this is what they asked of this young man. Again, I know it's an echo chamber, but he said, I want to be that guy that Collins was last year. And they said, okay, we know you've got the talent, but check all these boxes and you can do special things. Allen swallowed up at the 24. 3rd and long coming up for the Tritons.
Sanders and Ethan Collar.
And they've been in this situation a lot in the second half, not so much in the first half.
And 7 at the 24.
Orion Sanders with another big defensive play for West Pere.
Yeah, we told you, Orion.
And Allen coming out for a big 3rd down play.
Oh, boy.
And this time I think he is shaken up more than just needs a breather.
Tough not, oh, on the ground. Tough not having number 7 in there on 3rd down and 7. Pierce shotgun. Pulls it back. Running for his life. Knocked out of bounds at the 26. It'll bring up 4th down.
Pierce tried to make something out of nothing.
And Kingston Allen, he's up off the ground, but doesn't look like he's ready to go back in just yet on 4th down. And they're going to have to punt.
4 at the 27.
So a big defensive stop again for West Pere. And you can see Allen talking to the athletic trainer. And now I think he's going to go sit down for get some further examination. He's trying to walk off whatever the issue is.
All right, now this is Deacon Wary. He's a big lineman that rarely punts. They just need him to get the punt off. Nothing special.
Deacon's averaging 33 yards a punt. It's only his 20th punt of the year.
Yep. And it goes up in the air. He'll get a little bit of a roll. Up and over midfield and down at the 48-yard line. Network break here from Madison. West Pere trying to hang on for the Division II title. They lead at 21-14. Chris Greisen looking on his 6th season. This program, state champs back-to-back in 2010 and 2011. They're trying to get one here.
He's a quarterback guru. Drafted in the 7th round by Arizona in 1999. A cup of coffee with Dallas, Washington, the NFL.
Lutz on the carry. Into Triton's territory.
Lutz on the carry.
Chris also played with NFL Europe, the AFL, AF2, Arena Football, the UFL.
2nd down and 5.
And Lutz.
And some big assistance there from 52. That was Matthew Shitter.
Greisen hangs in the pocket, completes it. Touchdown Phantoms! Landon Kibbe took it, shook off the green jerseys, and takes it to the house. 47-yard hookup for West Pere.
And the offense comes alive here in the 4th quarter when they needed it most. Greisen with a big play. Very poised. We talked about his football IQ. Made his reads, found his receiver. And Landon Kibbe has given West Pere a 2-touchdown lead.
Kibbe's a track kid, 6'3", big target, and you can see the speed. Patrick Greisen with the hold for the PAT. Kick is good. He just broke the Division II passing record, Bill. 340 yards through the air for Patrick Greisen. What a way to end your senior season here at Camp Randall.
Well, I think he's happier that his club has a 2-touchdown lead and he's got a record. Because right now, they got to feel pretty good about themselves. That was the big play that's been lacking since the early moments in the second quarter offensively, as both teams' defenses have bowed their heads and say, we're out here too. But big play by Grayson, who you'd expect. Kimmy was the recipient of the pass. Grayson's a happy dad, a happy OC, and a happy coach.
Kibbe, his 10th touchdown of the year. Boy, he was so strong, you know, makes the catch, but so strong to shed the tacklers and then turn on the burners. His sister runs track at the Army Academy, so it runs in the family, so to speak. Aitken and Sayak back.
And now a team that does not like to throw the football is 2 scores down and may have to throw the football. And who knows what about Allen's medical condition.
Aitken, Cooper, gang tackle at the 25.
And there you can get the answer to who knows about Kingston's
Aitken on the
medical
return.
condition.
Tackled by Delgado
It
and
might be
Wojciechowski.
he got his bell rung, which is why you saw him on the bench trying to shake the cobwebs.
First and 10 Notre Dame at the 26.
And limping on to the football field here is Cooper Aitken, who took a lick returning that kick. So it's understudy backfield here for Notre Dame. Up against it here, trailing 28-14. Pierce to throw. Sacked. Cooper Borowitz with the takedown.
Well, he's been the defensive star today, and he gets a sack there.
4 to the 22.
Jackson Dashinsky was in on the tackle as well.
That's at least their 5th tackle for a loss today.
We'll give him a half each. Sandwich job of Max Pierce. Delayed draw. Good run here. Picking up yardage to get him closer here on
Jonas
3rd down.
Burnt on the carry.
Jonas Burnt.
Delgado and Borowitz.
And now it comes up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 32-yard
That
line.
clock keeps ticking, and it is not a friend of the Titans right now.
3rd and 4.
And they aren't showing a great deal of urgency.
Burnt again, tripped up, gets the 1st down, right at the 37-yard line.
Up by Spiegel.
Under 4 to go in regulation.
At the 37, a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 Notre Dame.
Allen's still receiving medical attention, so it does not appear he will go back in.
And you can just feel the air come out of the building on the Notre Dame sideline. Their fans, the bench, they keep looking back, hoping he'll pull a Willis Reed. Doesn't appear so. Pierce running for his life. Down he goes.
Pierce taking down
Jackson Jashinsky again with the takedown. All right, we're going to dial it back here, Bill.
Second down and 14
I think
at
this
the
is
33.
where Allen, on the tackle here, you see the head hit the turf hard, and he's shaking his helmet right there.
Came out on the next play and is not returned.
Pierce downfield and almost caught by Massey. He got some hands on it, but it's incomplete. 3rd down coming up.
A little hitch in his giddy up as he goes back to the huddle. West of Pierce fans feeling it.
And Kingston Allen walking slowly on the sidelines, can only watch. 3rd and long. Here's a little bubble screen. Burnt, catch and carry. And he'll get the first down to the 48.
Pass complete.
And now Burnt is hurt.
Burnt on the reception. Tackled by Stiegel. At
Man
the
up,
48.
truly coming into play here for Notre Dame.
Each team has a player down. Here's how Burnt got hurt. I think he fell on the ball.
Yeah, that'll do it. And then you see away from the ball, there's
West Pere's got a player down as well.
Yeah.
He's receiving assistance from the trainer.
Ethan Collier is the phantom who got up slowly, and he's walking off. So is Burnt. So both guys back to the bench for the moment. Notre Dame running out of options, though, to run the football.
And running out of time on the clock. He wants to go back in. He's playing the state final
First and
minutes
10
of the
Notre Dame at the 48.
state title game.
Now the official, Jason Dahl, is near the sidelines talking with the crew that has conversations upstairs. He's not underneath the hood, but he's...
I don't know if they could be reviewing.
No, just conferring here. He'll head back here for the snap of the football here. It was a first down.
Okay,
So
good
it
news
was
for Notre Dame.
Yeah. Make sure that everything lined up.
Because they can use every second possible.
Clock rolls again. 1st and 10 at the 48. Empty here for Max Pierce. And he gets rid of it in time and gets leveled by Stiegel. And Pierce is slow to get up.
Rush for West
And this defense by West Pere has been pinning their ears back in the second half.
Yeah, they've been ferocious. And Pierce has shown his toughness. He's hung in there a couple times. He gets leveled there.
Second down and
Driven
10
down
at the
hard.
48.
Pierce slow to get up.
That was Braylon Stiegel. Put the big hit on the quarterback.
Keegan Works is the defensive coordinator for West Pere. He's got his guys lathered up here. Pitching a shutout in the second half. A little trickery. Throw downfield. And out of the reach of Massey. That was Cooper Aitken, who was playing quarterback.
Horowitz had the coverage.
It'll be 3rd down and 10.
But West Pere, knowing they're up by 2 touchdowns in less than
Brings
2.5
up
minutes
3rd and
left.
10 at the 48.
Playing the secondary deep. They weren't going to let any exotics fool them.
You know I love that exotic.
I know, that's why I dropped it in there for you.
Thank you. 3rd and 10. They need the 42 of West Pere to continue this drive. Pierce throwing in traffic and broken up. It was intended. Mason Warner had the breakup. And slow to get out of the pile here.
Intended for Aitken.
That's Aitken, the intended receiver. He
Selin
comes
Werner
down
had the
all
coverage for
twisted and
West Pere.
turned like a pretzel.
And it's 4th and 10 at the 48.
Yeah, Werner with the big play. He's the team leader in interceptions. He made a big break up there. As you see, Keegan Works has to be pretty proud of his defense, particularly the way they played the second half today.
Here's your ball game if you're Notre Dame. 4th down and 10. And no Kingston Allen. Pierce. Batted away. Cooper Borowitz smacks it out of bounds. West Pere takes over.
Intended for Aitken. Borowitz broke it up. West De Pere takes over on downs at the Notre Dame 48.
Again, these teams know each other well. That makes this even the more sweeter when you're beating your buddies. But they're on now a couple minutes away from winning their first state title since 2011.
They're both in the Fox River Classic Conference, but they're in separate divisions. So they did not meet during the regular season, did not do a crossover game, but they both knew that if the pieces all came together like they thought, they would meet here in Madison.
Notre Dame can only stop the clock once.
Boots on the carry there. An extracurricular downfield. The lineman tangled up with the linebackers.
You look at Luce, who has 2 touchdown runs today. And they're going to take as much time off the clock as they can here before snapping the ball. Bryson looked at his dad, but I think his dad's just saying, calm down. And they'll look at the back judge to see when they're in the final seconds before the game clock expires. Or the
Boots again. Straight ahead. Ball security, a must.
Boots the ball
It's tackled at the 43-yard line.
Pulled him down at the 43.
It's third down. Notre Dame might just say enough.
Third and 5 at the 43.
Chris Gryson.
And you're right, this game which started with such a bang is going to end with a whimper, but the Stars came out. Patrick Gryson with a record-setting passing performance, and the top rusher in the state, Kingston Allen, added to what is the best total ever for a single career, single season rushing record.
Boots again.
Boots on the carry.
Yard shy. But the clock's going to wind down on the Tritons, and celebration time for Chris Gryson, Patrick Gryson, and all the Phantoms who showed up to finish off what they started, an unbeaten season and the Division II state championship.
Two good friends, Coach Gryson and Coach Rader, will shake hands. But again, it has to be extra sweet. Schools 6 miles apart, playing one another for the state championship, and West De Pere prevailed. The only thing you don't like to see is Kingston Allen getting hurt in the final minutes when Notre Dame needed a comeback and he wasn't available. There's Rader and Gryson, former colleagues, good friends. It's never any fun to come in second.
28-14, the final in Division II. Now a word from our local stations. This is your WIAA network affiliates.
Welcome back into Camp Randall Stadium. The Phantoms, our new Division II state champions. We'll start with you, Judea. 7 for 164, a massive first half to put this thing in arm's reach. What was working for you?
Our connection, the way we work together, grind the whole season. All because of this guy, me and put that work in. We play for each other in the team, man. It's no individualism on this team. It's everybody on this team.
Patrick, the new Division II passing record holder, 304 yards. You get the job done. What does it mean for this group, this community, and for yourself?
It means a lot. You know, I played this game for multiple people. My dad was one of them. Our little manager, Gerard, that was for him. But our community, you know, this game is bigger than us, so we had to do it for them. And one more person, all the doubters, everyone who doubted us, no one thought we were winning, but we won. So I'm so proud of this dude. You know, he was a big part of our win, so I'm so proud.
It was a pleasure, fellas. Go get that gold ball.
Indeed, time to celebrate and time to hand out the hardware. We send it down to the public address announcer, Jim Strait.
Yeah.
And will the captains from the Division II championship team, West De Pere, please come forward to receive your individual medals. And will Coach Keegan Wirtz from West De Pere please come forward to receive the team trophy.
Keegan Wirtz, the defensive coordinator, Bill, there to accept the team trophy. Fitting, because you heard Patrick Ryson talk about that this is not just about him, it's not just one individual, it is a team. And boy, did this team show up against another outstanding team today.
Well, that defense played well in the second half. The story of the day was offense. So 731 total yards in the two teams. The stars shine. Bryson, big day, 16 to 26 for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns. We wish him well at South Dakota. And Kingston Allen ran 43 times for 231 yards. A single season rushing record in the state of Wisconsin, 3,436 yards. It was sad to see him on the sideline with an apparent head injury for the final 5 minutes. Both of them great players. They gave us a good show today, and congratulations to West De Pere in winning the Battle of Green Bay, which also was the Division II title game.
The boys put on a show. Both teams put on a show. West De Pere, the champs in Division II. That'll do it for us, but another one on tap. Division I between Arrowhead and the defending D1 state champions from Bayport. Jay Wilson, Scott Nelson have the call, so stick around. It's coming up next. For Bill Brophy and our entire crew, I'm Bob Brainerd saying so long for now. You've been watching the Division II WIAA State Football Championship.
47 yards for Patrick.
The 2025 WIAA State Football Championships have been brought to you statewide by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin, reminding you to look for the Proudly Wisconsin badge to know you're getting the best quality and supporting local dairy farms. Universities of Wisconsin, 13 universities, unlimited opportunity. Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA and the Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. Unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program and live internet stream without the express written consent of Allen Media Group, Wisconsin Broadcast Division is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law.